Vikram, welcome to telesemana.com.
Thank you.
So, pleasure having you here. Explain us what Comviva is presenting here at Mobile World Congress and why you are choosing the solutions and services that you are presenting for the operators.
Thank you, Rafael. It's a great opportunity to be here and talking to the telesemana readership in LATAM and worldwide. I think this has been an exciting show for us. This is the third day of the show right now, and the reason we are here, as always, is we have been in this telecom mobile space, in mobile solution space for a long time now, almost 15 years, and we continue to innovate, continue to provide value to our operator community, as well as other industry sectors that we are now targeting with our mobile payments and solution space, such as the finance industry, payment network industry, retail industry, as well as others that are using mobile solutions. So the things that we are focusing on at this time as Mahindra Comviva worldwide, and in different segments the ratio can change. But the first one is around the mobile financial solutions.
Okay.
And around mobile financial solutions, it is the ability to recharge starts with the basic ability with recharging your prepaid mobile connection, all the way to mobile money, to mobile banking and mobile wallet, and the whole ecosystem, enabling the ecosystem with the technology from Comviva. And these solutions go not only to the mobile operators, but also go to anybody in the chains, right? Starting from retail customers or retail enterprises, to financial enterprises, to payment networks, and so on. So mobile finance is a big area for us. The second one is around customer value management. And by that we mean we have been in this industry understanding the consumer behavior through their mobile devices for a long time. So about 5-6 years ago, we started taking advantage of the data captured by the mobile devices in doing their transactions. Whether you're doing a mobile money transaction or sending an SMS or making a voice call or downloading a ringtone or whatever it is, we understand the behavior of the customer. So we put it all together.
Like a big data program or something like that?
Exactly. Big data, analytics, these are some of the industry terms that I used. But essentially it is, how do you capture that data and use it in a real-time, contextual fashion to give value to the operators in understanding and engaging with their customers.
Okay.
There are various examples of how this can happen in terms of customer retention, churn management, winning back customers, enhancing usage, and so on.
How would you, for example, I don't know if you can put a specific case where, I don't know, a user is not having a nice quality of experience with video.
Right.
What would the operator do if they get the data from your system? How can they do something to make sure that that user is compensated or actually the service improves?
Yeah, so I will address that question in the next solution space.
Okay.
But in this space, let me give you an example. Our customers and operators are primarily prepaid based, especially in the Latin American context. So every time a call ends, a prepaid call ends, the customer obviously wants to know how much more balance they have left and how much money I've spent on this call. So that's always an opportunity to engage with the customers right when they finish the call. As soon as they lift their phone from the ear to here, you can see it. So about 200 milliseconds it takes about that time. But there is an opportunity to engage with the customer by giving them an offer that is more contextual and relevant to that particular subscriber.
Okay.
So if you are able to use your analytics platform and understand their behavior and their segment and push a particular offer to them at that point in time, then I have the best chance of engaging very accurately with the customer, and the customer has the best probability of actually buying your offer. Okay. So that's an example of customer example.
Okay.
Now the next solution space is in the internet and broadband space. So that's where your example of saying
watching a video.
Exactly. How does you as an operator know that your customer is getting the worth of the service they are paid for from a mobile data perspective? Because right now there's so much investment going into the data networks by the operators that they want to make sure that their subscribers are happy with their experience they're getting on the data platform. So we have a solution called real-time analytical customer experience, or real-time analytics for customer experience. So what that does is, it's a little application or a probe that sits into your handset. It collects information about your usage.
How do you get that probe into the handset?
There are various ways. Okay. Obviously, you have to opt in, the customer has to opt in, but usually it goes as part of the My Self-Care type of application.
Okay.
Every operator has a self-care application. It tells you what plan you have, how much you spent. So along with that, this little probe goes in.
Okay.
It is a very small probe, uses about 1% of your bandwidth and battery life, so it's not as expensive.
Impacting.
But it creates a very good data set, or key performance indicators, KPIs, which allows the operator to tell whether, and the customer to say whether I'm getting the right type of reception, coverage, speeds, and the quality of experience. And it is coming from the point of view of a customer, not from the point of view of a network.
Okay.
Exactly. So those are the three main things that we focus on, at least in the Latin American context, is mobile finance, the customer value management or analytics or big data applications, like you said, for real-time marketing. And the third one is around the internet and broadband solutions, where we provide, in addition to this customer experience, a lot more things from a policy, charging, data plans for the marketing arm of the operators.
Okay, let me go step one by one, and let's go to the financial services. Obviously, you said that your solution is not just for the operators,
yes,
but let's concentrate on that group of companies. How do you see the regulation in the different countries in Latin America and around the world in terms of the operators being able to use financial services and mobile payments? Because some places have regulations, some other places don't have regulations, so the operators sometimes don't know if they can offer it or not.
Right.
How are you dealing with that scenario in the different countries that you are offering the operators this solution? What is the response, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah, so that's where our experience, our breadth of experience from not only from a solution and product perspective, but a geography perspective comes into play. So Mahindra Comviva is based out of India, and we have been working in different markets. So the South Asia, the Indian subcontinent, Middle East, Africa. And in Africa, the mobile money that you might have heard, which is ability for any person with a mobile connection to have a wallet associated with the mobile money account or that account, and be able to cash in and then use that cash to do different things, to buy currency of minutes, to buy a ticket to a bus, let's say, or to pay electricity bills and so on, right? So this mobile money obviously is very dependent on regulation, because in certain countries the operator can have a mobile money account, in certain countries they cannot. In certain countries they have to partner with a bank, in certain countries they can themselves be a bank by getting a banking license. So it differs from country to country, and same is the case in the Latin American continent, right? So places like El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, where we have enabled mobile money solutions already for the last 3-4 years.
Okay.
And they've been showing a lot of growth and a lot of value to the operators, as well as more so for the individual subscribers who do not have banking access, but they always have a mobile phone. So they can use the mobile money wherever they go, including getting into a collectivo, those buses or mini buses where they can pay by a mobile money account.
Okay.
And same is the case in Africa. In Africa, there are a lot more instances of this happening, because the regulators there have understood the mobile financial inclusion importance and really have made some leaps and bounds in terms of going, the next step in terms of enabling this type of an ecosystem.
Okay. Now we hear here in Mobile World Congress a lot about virtualization.
Right.
I don't know if your solutions are being virtualized as well, to make sure you can also at some point incorporate all your solutions in this new NFV environment that it seems it's now being developed.
Yeah. So the network function virtualization, or NFV, that you just mentioned, that is more of how do you deliver the solutions in a cost-effective way, in a fast way, in a scalable way to your subscribers. And there is, obviously from an operator perspective, things are changing so fast, and there is now, with the processing power and memory and all of that stuff, right now there's the ability for them to look at this type of virtualized environments. And basically it means is with virtualization you can scale up and down, you can scale horizontally, scale vertically, you can scale by different modules, etc. But what it means from a software developer like us is making sure that the architecture of our products is such that it is amenable to NFV.
Okay.
It does not mean you just have a lot of virtual machines and in each virtual machine you have each monolithic software.
No.
If that is the way, then it does not provide you the benefits of NFV. It has to be architected from a virtualization perspective. And fortunately for us, given the markets that we work in, we had to modularize our products, both from a functionality as well as architectural separation perspective, that we are able to take very easily the advantage of virtualization. So yes, our products like the virtual PCRF, virtual DPI, are products that we provide for in a virtualized manner.
Now also, I don't know if I should ask this because this is quite technical, but in virtualization you were mentioning there's the discussion of containers or making the application, like breaking the applications in little pieces. Are you also planning for that in the future with your own solutions to partition in little containers all your products?
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, most of our solutions already
have this
capability, like the PCRF or PCEF. These are all in the policy and charging and control domain of internet broadband, and most of them are already like that.
Okay.
And when we are now designing new things, it's all designed for the virtualized world.
Excellent.
Because that's the way we see operators going today, tomorrow, going into 2020.
Are you seeing already operators in Latin America asking for example, your DPI in a virtualized manner, or still we are doing business in the old-fashioned way?
I am seeing for the last 1 year we are getting requirements where virtualization is becoming one of the components of a RFI or a RFP.
Okay.
So the operators are already thinking in that manner because cost is important, scalability is important, and quick ability to scale up and down is important for them.
So what do you think is more important for the operators, saving in virtualization or being able to be more agile?
I would say it's both, but right now the agility, I would say today at this point I would give at least about 60% on the cost.
60?
Yeah, 60%, 40% on the agility.
Okay.
It might look good to say agility is the most
best
component, but
so
cost is a
still
big component.
driver.
Yes.
All right. Okay, then Vikram, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with the rest of the show. We have still one day. And thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, and look forward to hearing from you again from Telesamana and your readership. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.